All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Oshi Season 3, Episode 8. Okay,
Aqua has made a big decision.
He's made a couple big decisions. One, okay, the going to the press and all that stuff, love it. Awesome. Great.
Your eyes, kids.
Yes. And you've got the eyes back. But also, oh hey, a breakup.
Yeah.
That was, frankly, kind of a long time coming.
Yeah.
But also,
you were able to coast quite a bit off it there, but
and this is not the best way that it could have gone.
No.
But it was about to go into much worse directions.
yes, it was. So now we are in the direction of, all right, I'm going to burn everything I can.
Yep.
While saving like just a couple people on the side here, while I go straight for Hikaru.
Right.
I am ready for the pain and the drama.
Yes. And I love that we get that little reminder that we didn't have to necessarily have info on before this, but just oh yeah, no, he put a tracker on Akane. He probably had other stuff too, you know.
He might still have an actual like bug or something on you.
My money, he probably still does.
Even
if it's not location.
It's probably software related.
It's probably software.
Yeah.
But
it's the kind of thing where it's very hard for a not professional like Akane to then detect.
Right. And the location is one thing, but knowing what you were searching and things like that, knowing the guy's name, that's not something he gets from your location.
No, it's not.
So
I'm sure she'll figure that out too. But yeah, okay, Aqua, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm excited for your vengeance.
You will walk the path of blood.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, so yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah, here we go. Oh.
平気なわけない。お前も言っただろ。
I was desperate. Yeah.
Do not throw that back in her face as if she condoned this. You specifically kept this from her because you know she wouldn't.
Yeah. Damn. Trying to pretend like you can speak for her.
Okay, fair.
Again, it's that thing of where, depending on how you view, you know, those that have passed.
Oh, past tense. Okay.
Oh. Whoa. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. What a crazy conversation. Yeah. Aqua's like, I'm a dead man. It's just a matter of time.
Right.
Nope.
Oh my
popular idol
gosh,
do
yes.
this?
Jesus Christ.
GG outrage farming. Wow.
He looks like Hikaru from the back.
He does, yeah. Damn. Wait. Okay, so is this the new
they're around
dynamic
each other
now?
and it's not a problem?
Yeah.
Or is this how it always was and it was just he would ignore her? Yeah.
A lot more, wasn't he? First thing he says is a lie. Yeah. Yeah.
生きてるけど
Yep.
芸能界でやっていくうちに
Yeah.
全然私のこと見てくれなくなったから
She might as well be dead relationship wise, yeah.
Right.
なんであんなことしたの私の記事を取り下げるためだとしたって暴露の内容が大きすぎて全然割に合わない
Oh.
お前も
Two-edged
ルビー
sword
も M も B 小町を続けられるそれでいいだろう
Interesting choice of words there.
お前は自分で思ってる100倍はちょろいんだから
She's always been a big pushover. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
でも私遠くないうちに
Yeah.
アイドルやめるわ
Yeah.
どうして
やっぱりけじめはつけないとね
Ah. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
actually want to be here.
ま今日明日やめるって話じゃないし、ルビーやメムのためにも最後まで精一杯やるつもり、私のことを押すなら今のうちよ言うでしょアイドルは押せるうちに押せ
You should stand while you can. Wow. How very idol-like of you. Oh.
よくもまあ俺の前に顔を出せた
Oh.
Oh shit.
話がしたい
Yeah, we do need to talk for sure.
お前は自分の母親の母を暴き
愛を死に追いやった
Uh-huh.
真犯人の男の名前を
Uh-huh.
知っている言えばあんたは今にも殺しに行こうとする
We gotta be smart about this.
お前はそいつがノーノーと言う
Oh, no. I'm going to kill him.
So we're partners as of this moment.
だけで
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
あの男にどう復讐すればいいのか
Oh.
どうすれば最も苦しい
Oh, geez. Here's evil Aqua.
Uh-huh.
竹をそのまま書いた最初の筋書きはまるで感触を起こしたガキのわがままみたいな身勝手で無謀な計画に過ぎなかった
And it was dog shit, but I refined it.
Yeah.
最終章の幕は上がった
Oh, no.
表に出した時からもう
All right.
ことは許されない
Past the
I
point of
mean,
no
yeah,
return.
it puts a big, big.
あの男追い詰めるために
Which I love it. And this guy is his pawn the same way that Hikaru had one.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit. All right. All right.
寝ちゃってるんだ
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
だからこれ持って帰ってくれ
もしかして自分の父親だと思ってるのかも
やめてくれ結婚できないみそじにそれは刺さる
このお話って監督が自分で書いてるんでしょ
Okay.
台本だけでも面白かった
So we've got the beginning and the 15-year lie. What's the connection?
そうだうちの事務所で今度 B 小町のドキュメント映画
Oh.
Fun.
Oh.
Okay.
バカ言うなこう見えて忙しいんだ俺
I'll make it real enticing.
Uh-huh.
だから
ねえいいでしょ
Is Aqua really asleep for all this?
Whoa.
Now that I think about it, I'm curious if previous members of the old Bikumachi would have things to say about this story.
それからちまちま撮っていた旧 B 小町のドキュメント映画あとはドームライブの撮影を残すのみ
Oh.
そんなさなか
Yeah.
Yep.
And then...
あの事件は起きた
But you still got all the footage.
俺はあいつに手を
Oh, yeah, you were so
yeah,
close to
that's true.
everything.
That's true. Uh-huh.
Got that feeling of just like, what more could I have done? Like, oh, it's...
俺が撮るからにはしょうもない作品にはしねえお前が変に取り繕ったりいつもの調子で嘘で塗り固めた
Ah, I need to see who you really are, yeah.
Yeah.
それでもいいなら私も嘘をつかない
Yeah.
Whoa.
People might say they want the real you. That doesn't mean they're
私を取ってください
that doesn't mean they actually know what they're asking for.
Yeah.
They might get it and be like,
Well,
okay, I don't like
well.
that real you.
Oh, and bring it to pitch it to him.
Uh-huh.
Yo!
Holy shit.
なぜそれが起きたのか
Oh, whoa.
Fantastic.
愛くんか
Oh shit. Is Aqua going to play as Hikaru?
Uh-huh.
because he's his
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
センシティブすぎる内容に事件を憶測で語りすぎている。
It's a movie though.
ちゃ
Who
んと
cares?
裏取りできてるの？下手したらいろんなところから
Sure.
これじゃ資金が集まらない。
Sure. That's a fair point.
この企画じゃ
裏取りはできてる。
Wait.
これを語ったのは愛本人だから。
So that's gonna be juicy.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
この脚本を書いたのは監督と他でもない愛の息子
Uh-huh.
僕自身なんだから。
Oh my god. We're gonna make the best
Holy
movie
shit.
ever.
五反田君も僕も君に踊らされてる
Yeah. I honestly don't care.
Eh.
そういうことなら面白いことになる。
Oh, it'll definitely be interesting.
分かった。この映画は僕が担当しよう。これは僕にしか
Oh.
Shit.
Oh my god.
星野ルビー、メムチョ、有馬かな、成島メルト。
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
He already has the whole thing figured out.
そして
Yeah.
星野悪也。
Yeah.
Yes.
一旦これでいこう。
You got started playing a stalker.
片寄ゆらさん。
Okay.
来春
Okay.
のスケジュールは僕らに預けてもらえませんか。
そうですね。よそからもお伺いは来てる。
Well, this is moving. Let's go.
わかりました。
来春は何とぞ。
Without even seeing the script. Oh my god.
まったくファンが見たらどう思うか。
Oh.
今
No.
は天下の大女優さん。
Oh.
No way.
Oh. That's why.
今日もね、マネージャーが映画の仕事持ってきた
Oh my god.
Oh.
伝えられて肝心の内容は全然決まってないんだって。結局私の知名度しか見られてない感じするし。
そんなことないでしょう。皆さん可愛いし、芝居もここまで。
Fucking Barbara Miano is as just like.
Yeah.
私もう25だし制服はきついって。
Ah.
ああいうの
That's rough.
高校生にやってもらった方がいいよ。星野ルビー、めちゃくちゃ注目されてない？
ああ、あの子ね。僕も注目
You
して
do,
ます
huh?
ただ看板貼れるほどの知名度がある若手がいないから。
right.
もっと演技が上手くなってもっと売れて、そういう大人の事情に巻き込まれない役者になりたい。できるかな？
Wow.
あなたの才能は本当
Those eyes.
それだけの価値がありますよ。
大きな仕事終わったら1ヶ月は休み取ってリフレッシュすることにしてるから。
Damn. Imagine just taking a
Yeah.
month off.
Uh-huh.
でも気をつけてください。
Uh-huh.
山は何か起きても見つけてもらえないこともありますので。
The whole thing at the end of season 2.
ですか？言ったでしょ。
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering if this was in the past. Yeah. Holy crap.
人殺し
Yeah.
Yeah.
光が消えた。
Fun. So now we're all.
はい。
The way he like lifted his hands as like some kind of offering to her.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? All right. I am very impressed with the pacing of this show. It's in some ways almost like too fast, but I love that we've now connected things back to the girl that he murdered, and we saw the little hinting of at the end of season 2.
Yep.
Which now ties things back in of so he likes not just doing this, but he likes doing this as a form of offering up to as like I get to see the same kind of thing that I saw.
Because I imagine he probably feels bad about the fact that he wasn't the one who killed her himself, right? Like if you think about it, that's the big difference between then and now. It's that I actually had someone else do it. Okay, not anymore. I'll see the light go out of their eyes myself. You know.
Yeah,
like
he's not necessarily a really fascinating character at this point. And so in a weird way, I kind of like that we're moving forward quickly to introducing him from an omniscient perspective, because I mean, I hate him because, well, he's a sick bastard, but I don't know him enough to really hate him that much, I guess. I'm just fuck him.
Right.
He should die. Like, yes,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he should be put away forever for life, you know. Yes. But I don't know him, you know. I feel like enough for the show to kind of start, it seems like, wrapping up pretty quickly here, actually.
And the thing is, so okay, I have a lot of thoughts about this.
Yeah.
On the one hand, I could see, like you're saying, it's moving very fast.
Yeah.
But I also kind of like that because there's an element of where in the pursuit, in the idea of the revenge and all that stuff, it can end up being kind of aggrandizing in different ways. Whether you're talking about Aqua's obsession or the figure that he is pursuing themselves, right? To make them out to be some grand mastermind and all of that stuff. And yes, he's smart and, you know, he's a sick bastard and all that. But really, he's just a twisted fuck that needs to go down, right?
He's an example of someone in the industry that basically got to have all this power while also being an idol stan that went a bit, way too far.
And so having it be something where as soon as Aqua, like the idea that the revenge was theoretically within Aqua's reach. We have the convenience of, Akane figures out the name and then he figures it out from her. Sure. But he always had the option of playing the nuclear card like this, right? Where it's just like, okay, this is how it goes, right? And once he does that, once he pulls that ripcord, the show's coming to a close, right? And so
basically,
I like the idea that it's something where for all of the like slow, tense buildup, it got to the point where eventually Aqua just has his breaking point, and it's the, all right, you know, he lights everything on fire, and we are now seeing stuff start to burn down, right? Like the fire has begun. That's the point of no return, right? It's not that he's going to do that in the future. It happened. Here we are, right? And so now we just get to see the spectacle that it's going to be, and the idea that it takes the form of a movie, both to continue the plot formula that the show has of, oh, hey, let's show a production of a piece of fiction and all that stuff. But in this case, it's going to be real, right?
Yeah, it's all going to be real.
Let's tell the real story. Let's have Aqua be the killer, be the mastermind, right? Because, now he looks a lot like his dad and all that stuff. And like, I'm absolutely here for it. It feels fitting for the show, even if we are definitely moving there very quickly.
Yeah, and the part that's scary about this is the most like obvious bait for him to come and try to offer to get involved with the movie and the production.
Sure.
Because it's the like, whoa, wait a minute, what is this movie? Like, what's going on here?
Yep.
Very...
Sorry about that.
Like, loud noises there. We've got sound and stuff, so that would be fine. But, okay, if this ends up being just a documentary, a movie, leading into a lot of the characters that we've met thus far, even Aqua's half brother,
sure,
fun,
but
then having this be either a trap or some kind of way to tell the world in such a way that he can't cover it up,
right,
is fun. It's very fun. It's very exciting.
Yep.
And so this season will probably be just getting everybody on board with the project, making sure that it's going to go through, and then next season will be
officially
the actual,
it gets greenlit, and then
the actual filming and
and eventual release to the public of the movie, and all of that.
Right, and then probably the scary thing is that as people begin to realize what the real purpose of the movie is. Will it actually be made?
Yeah.
Will it actually get finished? Because it's really the ultimate, hey, you're going to get so scared potentially by this movie's coming out that you will do something dumb. You'll do something stupid. So Aqua can kill two birds with one stone here.
Both get the confirmation and also, because if you think about it, while he does have his, accomplice that he's working with now, and I love that whole conversation and the, him being pissed off and then Aqua being like, what the fuck, man?
Gosh, yeah.
We're getting the killer.
Having these two actually work together, and it's the like, yes, a movie. Oh my God, yes.
All right,
I will immortalize you and eviscerate you in fiction.
Right.
I was naked for a day, you'll be naked for eternity.
Right. And that, if you think about it, is a form of Aqua basically inciting every other fan out there that might theoretically be able to be, pushed to violence.
Yes.
Right. Where now... Aqua does not need to be the one to kill him.
Right. This is the Joker basically saying, if Harvey Dent isn't dead within 60 minutes, then I blow up a hospital.
Right, exactly. It's the all right, you will not be able to hide, right?
You will not be able to hide at all.
Now here's the issue with that.
Right.
Not talking moral, talking
No,
just
we'll get into the
practical.
moral discussion later. Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh.
if you are truly like doxing this dude with it, right? You're using his actual name and all that stuff. That is something that is likely to be stopped in production.
Well, that's why it's bait. That's why the movie might never be finished. Is that it's something where it's there to bring people involved in it, and thus if what's his name, the producer guy, Kaburagi, if he's kind of in the like, wait a minute, you might get sued a bunch from this. He's kind of thinking in the wait.
Yeah, that could be...
I think I know where you're going with this. You've been looking for him for a while.
And you found him.
So if you found him, and it's the thing of where if it's proven, then this movie doesn't become a fictional piece.
Right.
It actually becomes real.
It becomes real.
And I have the whole thing already locked and loaded and ready to make giga money off of the real story.
To basically preemptively sell the documentary.
Right, it becomes a documentary all of a sudden, basically.
Right. And
with actors, basically.
Right. And so the sued part, that could be the talking about Hikaru, where it's the, hey, you're trying to besmirch my reputation, blah, 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 what evidence,
Right,
it could also
be... It's the, that's slander. I resent that. In print, it's libel.
Right. Slander is spoken, J. Jonah Jameson is fantastic. But it could also be something, since we didn't see the details of the conversation with the producer, right? There's a very good possibility that no, it's not, like you're saying, if the movie itself is bait, it's not that you get sued by the killer, it's that you get sued by every fucking one else that knew that you were doing this and basically, put them in the movie. Right,
so that's where again we've kind of been setting that up this season with the idea of using people's likeness and copyright and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
you could basically have it where it's the, hey, we're gonna go and get permission from all those people. Like, don't worry,
sure,
we'll tell them even why we're doing this. Like, you could even make it be a thing of like, we're going to get justice here.
Right.
We're not going to tell you who it is.
Sure.
But we are going to do this. Do you sign off on let's give you closure from that horrible dream, that horrible tragedy that killed your dream of the Tokyo Dome and everything.
Right. We are going to be covering a real murder and a real killer.
Right. There's this funny blend of all the kind of entertainment / news outlets that are basically going to be converging within this film. But that's the part that I want to save for the moral discussion of, they're basically saying, hey, we're going to monetize the tragedy and the industry problem.
Oh, yeah.
And make it into an entertainment piece.
Yes.
Rather than... Now, bringing awareness is good.
Yes,
bringing awareness is good.
And nobody watches documentaries, so hey, if you spice things up in order to get people to actually get their ass in the seat.
I watch some documentaries.
No, right, but it's the.
We don't watch enough documentaries. That's true.
Right.
Because, in general,
because
as a society,
documentaries. Now, granted, this is true crime, so I mean, hey, fair. You'll probably get some crowd, but if you're
for sure.
If you're wanting actual mass market penetration, right? Like where it's like this is a household experience, right?
Well,
like everybody knows about this, and everybody knows the name of the bastard, right?
Sure. In a fun way, you got to watch Perfect Blue, y'all. If you haven't seen Perfect Blue, we're basically about to watch them make Perfect Blue in the manga anime that was absolutely directly inspired by Perfect Blue. Like as far as one of the most goated animated films of all time, Perfect Blue needs to be in that top 25 conversation, or maybe top 50, because it is pretty hard material to watch. But
I really need to watch it.
You need to watch it. Yes, if you haven't seen it, it's a crime. It was prophetic with how much it saw the future with regards to so many things, just in general. But yeah, it's a story about an idol, and I don't want to say any more than that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's incredible. So the idea that we're getting this here, it's gonna be so good, because we're taking all the characters and Avengers assembling them all into one big production.
Right, like it's everything within the fiction and the idea of the plot going this way is like, oh, awesome, this will be dope as hell.
Yeah.
Morally, we should be like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
right before we get into this, I want to talk about bringing back Gotanda. The director from the earlier time here.
Yes.
The idea that Aqua found out, basically. I mean, he was an apprentice to this guy for a while. But basically that he had been, and this was foreshadowed all the way back in the beginning of season 1 with the eye folder of footage where it was a red herring to make us think, wait, is he potentially someone that's bad?
Yeah, no,
it's just that was the documentary that he had basically been shooting and prepping, which is a cool kind of confirmation that, yes, he was always the GOAT. He was a great guy. Yes, he was kind of that example of the character we had this season who was the AD, that it's the, hey, be nice to them because their career in the future could end up being something that leads to you being in some crazy project.
And
so
even
Aqua, kind of ended up doing that to where now this guy will be instrumental in taking down Hikaru.
Even if he's not some bigwig and, you know, he's still living with his mother, right? You know, and like all that stuff.
He just hasn't had a blockbuster. He hasn't had he hasn't made his, you know, his millions yet, as far as things go. Yeah.
He's interacted with a lot of people, and in this case, that's all you really needed.
That's really all you needed. But it's just fun to see all the little threads that lead up to this movie, in some ways being the only thing that makes sense in how to end the story. Like, you kind of have a lot of scaffolding as far as where the characters end up with the movie and how things go post-movie. But in a lot of ways, the types of productions, we were basically saving movie in the background as the, well, we did TV show, we did stage play. I wonder what's left, you know? Like,
and something that this also just feels so satisfying, because I remember at some point, I don't know what season it was in, 1 or 2, something like that.
Talk to me.
I think I expressed at one point being a little bit worried that the idea of actually finding out who the killer is would end up distracting from all of the awesome moment-by-moment plot stuff we were getting exploring the industry and all the drama with these characters.
That was probably season 1 then, because...
probably. Because
that was where that was most focused.
That first episode, goddamn, perfect introduction to this show, right?
And all because it was a movie.
Yeah, because it was a movie. Basically. You know, which also, oh hey, it's almost like it's foreshadowing.
I mean, that's anime adaptation. It's not
totally. And so the idea that we are going to have the conclusion to the, you know, murder plot line and all that stuff and the revenge and everything still follow the formula that this show has proven to work.
Right.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, like, I definitely think that the show needs to be applauded for the way it does those arcs, especially. I feel like they're the strongest portions of the story, even though there's a lot of exposition. It's handled in a way that feels really good. The pacing is well handled. The presentation is immaculate.
In a lot of ways,
the characters that are introduced to make those arcs work feel valuable and worthwhile to follow and get invested in.
In a lot of ways, like you were saying, that's where you think a lot of the best writing is. Same for me, because it takes a level of foresight and awareness and and skill and everything to craft that perfect introduction to the story, right? There are a lot of things that make it so that it will naturally be impactful, though. You have this mother character. She fucking dies at the end, right? Like, you know, even if you executed that badly, it would still pack a punch, right?
Yeah.
Taking situations where it's a lot more mundane, and still making it that gripping. That's like the doubling down and lightning striking twice. You know, putting the second arrow right next to the other one, where you know that the thing that happened in the first introduction, that wasn't some random fluke.
Or it wasn't just there for shock value without
exactly, right.
follow up.
Like it's the we know exactly how we made this, and oh hey, we're gonna keep you just as much on the edge of your seat the whole way through this story.
Yeah, and not to dig on the show in any way, but in a weird way, that's where I feel like its strength is, because in another way, the general direction of the show is a little bit unfocused. Like that's kind of the part where, if anything, it's more of like, oh yeah, this is where it's tightly packed, like wonderful storytelling, and then where's the direction of the show? Oh, I guess it's gonna be wrapping up real soon now. All of a sudden,
the fact that this turn is absolutely a character decision for Aqua and all that stuff, and also it's on the back of Akane found the name, and Kana got the whole like tabloid news situation,
on the plotting kind of large scale side of things. It's kind of
there were things that made it happen suddenly right now.
Right, there's outside forces to basically quickly accelerate things, which to me is kind of that whole like, I get it. You're kind of wanting to move things along and be like, I don't want a show where we deal with Aqua's mental health problems and him
for 5 seasons or whatever,
or like a season even.
Sure.
We're just gonna be like, let's quickly get back into this whole spice and stuff. And it's like, oh well, okay, sure. I've moved along from that, my loss of that, but having the bait and the trap and all the ways in which this has like multiple layers of the plan working regardless of what the consequences are.
Right.
Because in a fun, dark way, and we'll get into the moral argument right after this here, I feel like, is that Aqua doesn't care what happens to him through this whole thing here.
Nope. And that was made clear.
And that was made clear. So he's trying to basically burn himself and catch Hikaru in the fire.
Right. Now,
so that's cool, but that can lead to problems for other characters if Hikaru is smart here.
Well, and also there's the whole idea that, okay, so the thing that kickstarted this is Aqua taking a step to protect a person.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
The fact that we have all of the cast being scouted at the very least for this movie, when we get the feeling it's going to go badly, it's just a question of what kind of bad.
Yeah.
That does feel a bit contrary to what Aqua was doing previously.
Yes.
And so the idea that Aqua would be someone who would say, you know what, I don't care, I'm going to make the sacrifices, okay, I feel like that's been properly foreshadowed, but the stuff that's been happening the most recently feels that little bit different.
Right, and I think it's because Aqua has been trying to do... I mean, oh man, there's so many things fucked up about Aqua that we can get into. But I'm just saying, what his goal is to burn Hikaru.
Right.
The Hikaru stuff in his mind feels like it's probably separated out over here.
Sure.
This is a thing that is I would love to have Ruby have her dream be realized to actually be an idol.
Sure.
Like that's its own other thing.
And maybe she'll get to specifically play at the Tokyo Dome in the way that I never could.
Yeah, that would be a real like happy ending kind of thing. But he can't probably sit comfortably with himself knowing that this guy might try to kill Ruby again, like not again, but like in the same way that he instigated Ai's death. That just feels like something that's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Or to put it in another perspective, Aqua has taken steps to protect Kana and to protect Akane.
Yeah.
Memcho doesn't really count.
No, she doesn't. Sadly.
He has not taken steps to protect Ruby.
And partially because he's not really needed to yet.
Sure. And she wants to be put into the spotlight and all of that stuff, and so he's doing it in the ways that she doesn't like.
But you are seeing the pattern in the story that there will be a point where he has to do that, and I don't think I trust him really enough to do any of this well.
And
not well in terms of successfully, like get his goals realized, but in some ways of like safely and by thinking about the feelings and the care and heart of these other people.
He's already set fire to everything. it's damage control at this point, but it's not stopping the machine, right? Like this is happening, and that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah, let's talk about the moral side of things, because that segues pretty nicely with Aqua's decision to do this. The idea of digging up your mother's grave in this way. I love that people just said it that way. That's exactly what this is. He brings up the, like, well, she's dead.
Right.
Like, she'd want her secrets to help us, right? One, there's something really, there's something really cold about the idea of, like, hey, there's a family secret, right?
Yeah.
Is what I did wrong? No.
Of course.
No.
Not. Yeah.
But from the standpoint of the idol industry, from the standpoint of the beacon that she was for these people and stuff, it's basically saying, I'm going to shit on all the fans and anybody that cared about the idol as well.
Sure.
Obviously, having kids and what have you, it's not some kind of issue or what have you.
Yeah, there was definitely a level of dramatic response to this from the people near Aqua that felt like a decent amount of it was you didn't tell us about this, rather than the thing that you actually decided to do.
Well, partially all of it is that it's kind of an important family decision in that
absolutely.
regard. Like, it's a thing of where this doesn't just affect I's reputation and this affects other people as well. Yeah. I now have to then spend a lot of time dredging up the memories of my mom that's dead.
Yeah.
I think it's not necessarily just you're digging up her grave here, but you're throwing her corpse right in front of my face, right in my lap, and saying, play piano with her bones,
Right.
What?
In my mind, the big moral whoopsie, even though it was intentional that Aqua did, is not the fact that he gave out the story. It was the fact that he asked Ruby for permission in that weird way, because the very fact that he asked means that he knew that it was something where he should need permission.
Right, it was a manipulative thing.
It was 100% manipulative.
Yeah.
And he did not get it. And then he has the gall to afterwards say, don't you think she would want, like her work basically, or her reputation to help us if possible. Obviously, that's not the point. You're ignoring the justified frustration that Ruby has here because you went behind her back with something so personal.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if you actually believed that Ruby believed the answer that you got from her, that you knew you were going to get from her, then you wouldn't have needed to keep it a secret from her in the first place.
Right.
So,
it was used as a
you're
manipulative
a piece of
tool
shit.
for afterwards. Yes, Aqua's a piece of shit. This is the kind of thing where if he had explained it to her out in the open logically and what have you, he wouldn't have been able to control how she responds to it.
Sure.
But I think, actually, you're pretty damn charismatic, Aqua. You're also not just Aqua. You've got extra adult years to kind of come up with some pretty damn convincing arguments, and whether or not they're actually fair, kind of would fly in a debate kind of arguments, all kinds of manipulation and stuff aside, you would get her to say yes.
And on top of that, even if she didn't, it's still information that you have, and if you wanted to, in an upfront way, go behind your back and say, I'm telling them anyways, I wanted you to at least be informed before the fact, you still could have done that. She could not have stopped you from actually leaking the story.
Right. But that's actually the part that is where this reveals Aqua's real moral failings and issues here, is that he actually doesn't think he can control Ruby anymore. What Ruby has been doing this season, especially, has scared him. Because it's oh no, I actually don't have any power over her, really.
And so because I can't control her, I'm going to
jump the gun and go really fast. I'm going to go faster than she can keep up with.
Right.
And part of that is because he got the info from Akane. He wouldn't be trying to move that fast if he didn't get that info.
Sure.
But it's still something of where that worry of not being able to control Ruby was before Akane got the info here, to show that Aqua's big issue has not changed.
Yeah.
He is still that little shit, still that little little fucked up idol fan that is standing way too hard.
Right.
And has yes, I understand the desire for vengeance, Aqua. I absolutely understand the desire.
That could have been something that you could have brought up to Ruby and
he doesn't trust her.
He doesn't. Yeah.
Because she's not someone that can be controlled right now. And from his perspective, what he wants more than anything
is control.
Not just control, but he wants his vengeance to go exactly the way that he wants. Right. He does not want justice.
Yeah.
He does not want this guy to just be outed. He does not want this guy to just be killed.
He wants to put on his little performance.
Yep. And oh my God, it's gonna be great seeing Aqua go full villain, because in a fun way, when the story moves in this direction, we get to see Dark Star Aqua, right?
Yeah.
But this is paralleled with we're going to see who I really was as well.
Sure.
Which is a fun narrative tool to be like, hey guys, just a reminder about who Aqua really is. There's not going to be any lying anymore. He's not going to have any point to it after a certain point here. You might have lost sight of the fact that this is who Aqua has always been. And if anything, he's gotten worse because he's stewed in this. And
he hasn't had a negative reinforcement of it.
Well, right? I would say
not significant enough.
It hasn't been brought into the light.
Yeah.
It's more just that it just sat in the dark and it stewed. It got basically put aside, like the documentary.
Sure.
It basically was, put on a computer
and then
hard drive.
Back up.
And yet he just rebooted the PC and is like, all right, it's time to go be a fucking killer again.
Right.
Bring my Light Yagami ass out again.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned Light, because I feel like there's a almost a subgenre or a kind of story where it's hey, you're gonna have your ruthless protagonist that is way too smart for their own good, and they end up doing a bunch of crazy shit, and they get way in over their head, and they maybe turn into a bad guy, whatever.
Right. Oh, a lot of those end up being actually they took my daughter.
Sure.
Right.
But the thing
revenge
is,
fantasy stuff.
When I think about the Death Notes or the Code Geasses or whatever, because the stakes are so extra, you end up having something where the character fully can turn into a villain in like the cackling kind of sense, right?
Yes.
But because this is a much more grounded story, even though we had the whole reincarnation thing, right? That hasn't had a present application really. Aqua turning into a villain, I get the feeling is going to be something that's a lot more sad and pitiful.
Oh, it's gonna be way more pitiful.
It's not gonna be something where it's like, all right, and then I go out with a bang, covered in my own blood, dying as I know that I finally got that rat bastard. No, it's gonna be, you do your thing, cool, it worked.
He dies, he gets dragged through the news and everything.
He dies because of course he fucking does.
Yeah, he kills himself.
But the thing is that you could have done that easily, and instead you chose for this whole fiasco that ends up really fucking hurting a lot of people that you supposedly cared about.
Well, also just care about you.
Right. And so
like actually care about you.
Yes.
Like kind of actually genuinely does care about you.
Right.
Yeah.
And so all of this bad stuff that happened is just to satisfy your own ego.
Yes.
What a fucking dipshit.
Well, right, but that's the point. So I want to get into the moral side of things for the industry now.
Okay.
We talked about it a little bit with Aqua. This is like basically saying, hey, y'all, Harvey Weinstein, that was a real piece of shit. What if we did the Me Too movie? What if we did just a movie where we get to make money on the people that we protected and put into positions of power, and enabled and propagated all that, and then we're going to like that's how evil this
reuse, recycle, and I don't know,
spin-off.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's already happened in some kind of documentary style that's way more tasteful and actually more for the purpose of just bringing awareness.
Right. Properly, or to put another way, properly disguised to the point where whether or not it was done for scummy reasons is besides the point, because you can't tell.
Right. Yeah. Because there is some benefit to it, probably.
Right. And so, doing the right thing for the wrong reasons, okay.
Totally. Yeah. But it's the thing where I think this is the perfect then story
And
to
kept
follow
for the industry.
Well, I was gonna say a story to follow up on what we got with the cosplay stuff there.
Oh yeah,
because they monetized effectively the apology and the drama and all the
and they put a lot of money in a very cool and unique way in order to make sure that people could see how genuine the apology was. Good on them.
Yes.
Cool. A benefit of the industry.
Yes.
Right? A little writer.
Right.
You know?
But you think that's unique?
Right.
You think that drama
and so now we get
and
it
stuff can't be manufactured in a much more subtle way where you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
realize, and it's happening all the time?
Right. Someone, and that's a case of just, hey, this person was pretty shitty and disrespectful.
But
okay, now let's do that with like a murder.
crime.
You know? Yeah,
like not just crime, but like extreme abuse of like
sure.
power and people.
The whole true crime like media like push is something that fascinates me and kind of disturbs me.
It
right?
disturbs me
like,
greatly.
Where it's like, I don't need to see this in-depth look on Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't need you to make him a compelling protagonist, you know? like what's the angle here? You know, like what's okay.
Money.
Yeah. Money. Yeah.
Yeah. You eat that shit up.
Piss on your leg and say it's rain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so twisted in that I think my perspective on this is not one that's like the most favorable, I would say, in a general sense.
Okay.
It's like, that's way too pessimistic. That's way too negative kind of things there and stuff. Well, think about all the artists out there who are just trying to... I'm like, yes, no, totally.
Yeah.
Things do not exist in a vacuum. I get it.
Right.
But
there will always be a story that can get made.
There's always going to be a story that can get made, but I think there's a reason why Oshi no Ko is choosing this as the potentially like final media entertainment production thing to do.
Yep.
It's the thing of like, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. We're watching an anime right now.
Oh yeah, no.
Like it goes all the way back around to like, wait.
Absolutely.
The show itself.
Yes.
Now, all fictional, you know.
Which also...
all fictional characters and stuff.
Oh, definitely. I just gotta say, though, the fact that this came from the same creator as Kaguya just continues to blow my mind more and more. Because, like, Kaguya...
Because they're a duo. The Kaguya and Oshi no
Okay.
Ko, I think, are done by a writer-artist duo.
Gotcha. Okay, I mean, hey, awesome. You know, have something where then you're able to get more support in order to make this visual media, right?
Yeah.
But...
It's the same writer-artist duo, I'm 99% sure, yeah.
Yeah, it is the same, creative head.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating to me because it's so completely different and it's incredible, right? Being something so completely different, right? Like if it was something where, it's like, you end up getting a show that's like another fantastic comedy or romance or something after Kaguya. I mean, that would make sense, right?
Sure.
But like
you say that, but I actually see the DNA right there on the surface. It's the silly side of the Death Note aspect of Kaguya Love is War.
Oh yes, right. Where
and in this, it's just serious.
Yeah, in this, it's serious.
It's just serious with
overthinking
different
protagonists and all that stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. In a lot of ways,
Absolutely.
I would say the writing for the characters and the protagonists feel almost extremely similar.
Sure.
It's just that it's in a different genre, so it's the goal is different. You know.
Yeah. You reskin it and change some important foundational variables to it, and it turns it into something completely different.
Right. It's mostly just impressive that Kaguya Love is War is such an incredible romance comedy.
Right. And also, this is such an incredible,
like
completely
drama,
different thing,
like drama thriller,
Yeah.
So no, I'm a big fan. I am excited to see how this season then tease up the movie without going too far into it. I'm guessing what it's going to be is that the story will continue to kind of have secondary waves of effects across the world here of they're the twins, they're the kids of Ai. How do we get to see how Hikaru responds to that in addition to the other characters being courted for the movie while this story is coming out. They might be like, wait, the timing of this, maybe we want to wait and settle and see how this story side of things goes.
No, this is the entertainment industry. You got to move.
You got to make that decision now, yeah.
But I think there's a couple different angles that are immediately set up. One, we can have the casting itself, I think, be potentially the rest of the season, and that can work plenty.
Right, it can be like a zero chapter on the education surrounding how the movie production works.
Exactly. But two, given the thing that we had at the end of seeing Hikaru kill the lady,
Yura,
yeah, given that is something that we saw at the end of season 2, but seemed to be in response to she had just gotten the movie offer, the ask of the, book your schedule. It didn't happen back at the end of season 2. It happened just now.
Right. That was something that we saw way out of timeline because the agent in this point here still working for her, meaning that the death had to have happened,
Yeah, exactly. It happened now, it didn't happen then, right?
Yeah.
Because of that by itself is a point of conflict that can be brought up, not that it necessarily will in some big sense that the story needs to focus on of someone dying on the mountains, right?
Yeah.
But the idea that now, okay, well, who's the big star that we bring into this? And it's probably going to be Ruby. It makes sense for Ruby to be the one that they go for, and given that Aqua has such a hand in this production, that's something that Ruby is probably not going to be naturally inclined to do, right? And so that by itself, I could see handling, like, taking up an entire episode.
Oh, for
just
sure.
Ruby finding out and questioning Aqua and all that stuff, right? And eventually deciding to do it. Hopefully it's Ruby and not Akane. Because, if you wanted somebody that could play Ai really well,
actually, Akane would be
Akane
better.
would make a lot of sense. And
no, that's going to be where some of the drama comes in. Actually,
oh yeah,
is that they're both going to want to play the role.
I mean, maybe.
No, I think that's actually like perfect.
Did they actually say that they were going to get Akane? And
like when they were Akane was one of the people in the cast thing. Gotcha. Like if you want to see it, the cast was basically all of Bikumachi. It's like all Bikumachi.
Right.
Memcho, Ruby. Then we get Frill, Shiranui,
Akane,
Melt, who was kind of the GOAT actor from the stage
stand
play.
Out from the stage play.
Yeah, he had really good charisma. Frill, who's kind of our school, kind of rising star. Akane, and then Taiki, our half brother,
right,
which is fun.
The pedigreed GOAT from the stage play.
Exactly. And then Aqua
right.
as well.
And so
we've got a very good cast from the characters that we know in the story here, but then the tee up of, wait, there's a character that we can bring in that you've not met before, and you're like, wait, what? And then I saw the hair and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait a minute.
I didn't make that connection right away. I'm just like, oh shit, like, yeah, and all right, here's this person. The idea, okay, when he's got the hair all like shaggy and everything, it's like, yes, that's a classic villain right there.
When he has it all pulled back in the bun.
in the man bun, I'm like, you as a wearer of a man bun, you stop that right now. Like, but also like he genuinely looked like, even though I know it's Hikaru, I know this is a murdering bastard. I'm like, yeah, he looks totally like
a regular guy,
agreeable, not sketchy. Like, if you do spot the anime main character, right? I will probably pass this dude up.
Yeah.
And yet at the same time, well, it's the whole Aizen thing. You push the hair back and suddenly,
I mean, sure, I was going to say we'd have more recently the man bun being terrifyingly besmirched in a evil way is Eren, Eren Yeager. Like, I mean, I love Eren as a character so much.
But when the Eren bun,
when he pulled back the man bun and through the coat and everything, it's like, shit.
Oh no, he's hot, and also, oh fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah. Good point.
But all right, y'all, great development. Oshoko just keeps barreling forward at a crazy pace. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.